Mic check, mic check. Good morning, everybody. Top of the flippin' morning. Morning, Jason. Being inside this range is just no fun again. It was fun when we swept the low. It's just not as fun again. It's just not as fun again. Let's see. Let's go 15. Let's go 30. Yeah, I really wish we would have popped that high a little bit more gusto. That'd be nice. Let's move this to here. Yeah. This, please. So I was, I grabbed myself along on market open off of a purge of that low there, and yeah, man, let's get local here. Wake up, bro. Let's get local. Yeah, we definitely flipped some structure. Did some of the old back testing. Set a higher high. Doing some back testing. Well, problem is that higher high was the one that SFP'd up here. So this low now becomes pretty important. That low is important because it represents the primary structure up from the low. So in order to maintain this bullish break here, this needs to SFP. Because if it does break, I don't know. I mean, we've got orb below us. I'll just call that demand at this point. And let's see. Yeah, pop low. Create weakness on the high. Awesome. Doesn't look bad. I'm just not so convinced yet. Here's my issue. I think I talked about this, but I knew there was demand here. I just didn't like this demand for a higher high. And so I'm still just a little, I'm just a little nervous here. That's all. Still just a little nervous. But like what other trades? What other trades? I really feel like the only other trade I see at the moment doesn't exist, only has a potential to exist, and that's if this were to occur, and then we were to backtest this range of price here, and then continue up into that region there. That's the only other trade I'm seeing on Bitcoin right now that interests me. Boom, boom, boom. Good morning to Just Cover It and Colin Crypto and Jesus Saves. And we can absolutely take a look at XRP. Get a couple, I was trying to set some alerts on my iPad earlier and it was just hating on my face. So let's see if it'll let me set some here. Nope. No alerts for me. Well, let me set it like this. Nope. Cool. Anybody else having problems with alerts? That's no fun. Let's go hop over to XRP. XRP. Boy, there's a lot of lines on this chart. I was like, what in the world is happening here? Doesn't look so bullish right here. Hmm. It looks like it's in a bit of trouble here, man. Yeah, let's clean through that. There's just not a lot of great support down in here. I don't know why, but all of a sudden I want to look at VWAPs. Not opposed to a run on the local low. But yeah, I just don't see any other. I just don't see anything else outside of a run on. Let's get some other lines on here. Purge of that for a break of that, I think, is the only thing at this point that gives us a local shot at running this high. Outside of this, I think this is a it might not be too much to ask. Yeah, I want down here, and outside of that, I want this. Just drop down to the 1. Yeah, I mean, you hit this supply range here. Lost your 1 minute structure. Back tested it. I think it continues down for a bit. All right. Sorry, my brain is a little distracted this morning. Okay, Bitcoin. If anybody has any other questions or anything they want to look at, as always, let me know. How's everybody doing this morning? Y'all doing good? Wish I could have an alert. What else do we have about here? Stay together, Beam. Patrick Swayze, top of the morning from London. Is it really morning in London right now? It seems hard to believe. Seems hard to believe. Hey, Patrick Swayze, what coin do you want to look at? Really like to see some positive volume step in here. That'd be great. That'd be nice. Boom. Beam is holding on by a thread right here. Alerts is killing me. Oh yeah, sure, dude. Yeah, I was just saying, I bet it's not morning over there. I hadn't seen that one in a hot minute. AI 6Z, unless maybe there's a different... Oh, I missed the one. And then maybe I've never seen this. There's that possibility too. Nope, seen it. Oh, actually approaching a long trade. Hey, bro, dude, is the keyboard gonna work today? I mean, in all honesty, I really think it's not this. And it's this. Great thing is, like, if you were to get on the damn wick, bro. I mean, more from like a swing perspective, but if you could yank that low and then break that 4-hour high and then back test that range, I think that would be a really cool trade. For something like this guy down here, you need a lot lower than 4-hour time frame. Yeah, you need some better structure to start widening out in this area. See something obvious. I'd have an alert at 1295 and 1262. That's what I do. Chat face. What were we doing? We were doing arrow. I'm still worried about 6655 getting tagged. I remember this one now. mean, I personally don't think that this is gonna. I wouldn't put it on here if I didn't think it could work. I just think this is a lower probability of. We lack a proper back test of this. Yeah, I can see a potential of a rotation off of this low into this order block back up to this range for a lower high and a lower low. Let's see what the 15 looks like. It could roll over before then. Or I mean, it doesn't have to go all the way down there by any means. Yeah, I would, let's get a couple labels in here. Does seem like a couple places that could also continue from. Yeah, I feel pretty good about those ideas. But I would look for shorts out of this area. Give or take. Give or take. Pepe and Sui, huh? Sweet. Pepe and Sui. I haven't seen that Sui chart in a long time either. I was going to take a look at the daily on no Pepe's. Huh. Yeah, it's looking a little problematic up in there, isn't it? Loss of daily structure there. What's the stance on the weekly? Go away. So it's like just going in the most recent weekly market structure. You break bullishly there, turn around and SFP the low. I'm sorry, this high created this low. Comes back, breaks this high. SFP's the low that created the high. So, we've got a range. We're in discount. I think it's really important that this weekly order block here works. It is missing one of 3 rules. There's no break of structure. Let's go to the 4 and see if I can change my opinion about that at all. Not feeling that now. There's your problem for the fall. I mean, the thing that's going to make it easier is just to pull that low again and establish bullish structure on the low. That's going to make it easier. I don't hate this zone down here at all. And then we want this high to break. Well, specifically for this idea here. For this idea, we would want this high to break. This one here, I think we're going to have more local structure. I don't think it's going to need to come all the way up here to break by then. I think we will have more structure on our hands by the time we get down to there. So that's just a little bit of a different outlook if we're down in that area. But I would yeah, it's pretty important that that weekly order block, like, that you get some love out of that thing. It's like SFP. You really just run into all of that supply there. Set a low. Don't come back and break the high. March back down. Yeah, it's pretty important for this. It's a pretty important zone, because if it's not that, what the hell is it? It is not. Yeah, if it's like not one of these, I almost feel like it has to be that. Because if it ain't that, it's like all the way back down to the bottom, and I don't know if that's a pretty realistic expectation for this thing. Yeah, this is, if bullish, I really feel as though this area on the chart should work for some upside. Definitely have some problem children above us. I'm in an OCD moment. I would give higher targets for the lower trade. Yeah, I'd still give higher targets for the lower trades. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at on Pepe. What was the other one, Sui? I believe this idea was associated with... Oh, I don't know. I don't remember that. I mean, I remember saying that we need to see some love off of these lows, like an accumulation of 1, 2, and a 3, because if not, we've got a fair value gap that has to be filled prior to our next demand. Recall that. Loss range, back test of the range, new low, SFP the low. Yeah, interesting down here. I wouldn't touch it until it had done this. I don't know if this is going to happen. I just know that if it happened, that would make this a very interesting spot. But I'm not sure if it is going to happen. Where did we stop? Still like this, but what did Bitcoin do? Okay. Really? Oh, I wish I could put an alert right there. But I can't. Let's see here. Dude, was I doing the wrong chart the whole time? I was doing SEI the whole effing time. I was doing the wrong damn chart. Sui. Oh, well, that's problematic. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Not even a little bit. So that idea ended up popping pretty good, but we failed to initiate above this swing high over here. me get this cleaned up here. Due to the general failure to clear up here. Makes that level interesting. Local 15-minute structure is bullish. Yeah, because we broke here bullishly, and we have interacted with supply above us. Now, that supply definitely has the ability to create a lower low. But, because we did break here, we have interacted with supply, we have retraced, we have not broken through half of this. We have local 15-minute structure. Internal. Here. So if we can break up out of here. Hold on. That, bro. I'm not worried about that stuff anymore. If something like this could form here, turn around, you have a 15-minute break bullishly. Technically speaking, your flip team, not technically speaking, your 15 flip back to bearish. But if you can flip it back to bullish here, I think you've got a shot at, nobody gives a shit about that line. I think you get a shot at a couple of these highs here. Yeah, I want to see this. I want to see this locally turn back to bullish on the 15, and I think there's opportunities for longs inside of that. Because if it doesn't come from like near this 50% line, yeah, this general zone here, or a higher high, does not come from there. I don't think it comes from there. I think it comes from down here. Right? As long as I did a good enough job of actually cleaning this chart up. Yeah. Yeah, back down to there. Yep. I think this transition to bullish on the 15-minute here needs to maintain itself for a higher high. And if not, I think we have to come back down and test that low. Other interesting areas to long are down here. I don't like this one as much. I'm gonna actually take that off the chart. Yeah, that didn't make any sense. Yeah, we're down here next if that doesn't work. Yeah, I always come up. You know, when it comes to music, Luke, I just let the DJs do it, bro. I just let the DJs do it. I don't even play with it. Let the damn professionals handle the business. They always pick better music than I would if I had to pick it myself. I think there's a real opportunity to flip back to bullish here. But, you know, we'll see. I would have my alert up here at this high and wait. I mean, because if you look at... Yeah, if you get in here down to the lower time frames, I don't see confidence in these candles yet. I just don't. No, I just don't. No, it's very messy underneath this low. So for me, I don't see confidence in bulls right here. I think that's one that's going to require some more patience. Oh, no problem, Patrick Swayze. No problem, buddy. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, getting close to the end of the stream, y'alls. So, you know, let me know if there's anything else we want to look at. I can just go poke on some things. I'm always interested to see what, like, Ada's been up to. Probably nothing extraordinary. Nope, not particularly at all. Oh man, what's total do? I haven't seen the total chart in like weeks. What is the scoop here? It's a nice initiation though. Got a decent SFP on it. Man, I don't know. This chart still seems hella bullish to me. It sure does. This one, on the other hand, kind of scares me. This one kind of scares me. All right, now I gotta change the tunes. This is not it for me right now. If this fucking website will actually work. No. It won't. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Oh, this is... I probably just put on freaking dubstep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. We got a little raucous. We got a little raucous here. I'll turn that down for you guys. I cracked myself up. We got anything else? We want to peep on, guys? Sus. Oh. Well, that's good. Let's just get this Rimsey to hold on NQ, please. Oh, yeah, especially with this guy. Let's go. I don't know how this music was such an improvement for me, but it is. Yeah, so for Arrow, now that we have achieved this zone, I'd pay really close attention to your local structure or your volume. Doge. Old Dogie coins. You little devil, you. I feel like this thing still turns up here, man. I don't know, man. I still watch the local low. I'm sure there's like a. Where were we finding these things? Normally they were on the 15 on all these other charts. Be lazy with it. There's demand down here. The other charts were pretty clear on the 15 and the 30 to a single candle. This one's not quite the same. But, yeah, I still think, overall fairly interesting zone. Yeah, I mean, kind of an interesting spot on Doge. Not the sexiest of setups by any, not even fucking close. Yeah, just not. But interesting area. If it wasn't a Thursday, I'd say the market could really develop something here. Well, if you could just get something really neat to develop here, this is about what it would have to look like for me to go like, let's cowboy up. Something like that would be interesting, but I'd need some confluence on a retest of it. I don't particularly love this area to form. I just don't love it. I don't love that area to form a higher high from. There's always potential. I just don't super love that. But you know, I don't know. I think it's worth watching. So if it doesn't come from there, I would definitely be watching this local low. Yeah. Yep. Yep, because after that, what happens next doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Now, see, now this music has officially pissed me off. I think it's the 4 on the floor that I just can't stand. Yeah, I mean, like, I see us... To me, if this area here is not what ultimately provides that higher high, dude, it's like way down here. And, I don't know if it makes all the sense to come down to there. Yeah, it's pretty low. Boy, and I don't even like it on the higher time frames. No, it needs to fucking come out of here. Or everything goes to hell in a handbasket. So it needs to come out of here. Yeah, I'd get some. Yeah, this thing's worth setting some alerts and monitoring the structure of essentially this leg. Where's the drawing tool I want? This leg of price. I would have alerts on this leg of price. I don't want it to go down that low, like, you know, like just down to this low somewhere. But I'd have alerts set on this leg of price here. I'd track that leg for a bullish flip, because I think that it's overall in an area that a more like macro kind of low could form. Yeah, I don't know. That's mixed. We gotta switch mixtapes again. Okay, well, I'm almost out of time, y'all. Me personally, I'm trying to build this. I'm trying to build a swing position on Beam, just because I think the chart is neat. And CFX. That's what I'm trying to do. I wish I could get more alerts to work today. So I want this down here. Yeah, close enough. Do y'all know they took Son of a Preacher Man and sampled it for hits from the bong? Do y'all know that? You know it now. Alright, where's my chat at? Let's say goodbye to some people. Jake Dorton. Thanks for coming and joining me. Dex, thanks for joining. Luke, as always, my man. Great to see you. Hope you have a great day. The Quantum. Zero B-side, the Rob side, the Rob. Well, however you say that. And Tom Lee. Oh, Tom Lee asked for virtual, and I didn't even do virtual. And now we have no music because my wife stole it from me. Virtual. We didn't do virtual. Oh, I got a little too big with it. I still want here. And I want it to get down there pretty quick. If I have my way, the daily candle body closes above 1.2624. And the wick goes down there. Um, 15. Inside of that, I just watched the local structure. We had a fairly significant reaction off of that swing low. This guy. And so is this beginning to SFP? Like I'd almost just take, I'm happy looking at it this way. I'm happy just taking the wick on the 90-minute time frame and saying, okay, well, there's demand here. But in all honesty, I just think it's easier and more clear if you pull the low again. But I think it's worth paying attention to locally. I mean, it's definitely in an overall area that a significant low could form here. I mean, because you got to ask yourself, like, okay, so if you turn daily market structure to bullish here after putting in this big macro bottom, I guess you flip it here, right? If you flip it here and then you lose it here, when is it going to reflip back to bullish? Because essentially now it should be about, yeah, we're looking for the higher low on the weekly time frame. So weekly flips bullish down there. That is a weekly change of market structure. Weekly is still bullish, has not flipped bearish, actually cannot flip bearish until it takes out the low all the way down at 41 cents. So we are looking for the weekly higher low. That's what I would suggest. And so, yeah, I mean, it's just it's in a pretty discounted setting. I mean, it's not like an absolute discount. That's lower still. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just it's at least far enough down that I think it's really worth paying attention to. I do. I think it's really worth paying attention to. Where's that line? Make it go away. Yeah, that's another zone here. So essentially I'm saying a rotation off this swing low down in this demand or down in this demand for a really significant low. That's what I would suggest. That's what I would suggest. All right. think I got everybody's coins. I think I'm past my time as usual. So I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna hit the road. These lows are hella problematic. I don't see these staying on the chart for a long time. No, I really don't. No, I don't think that those get to be here for very long. Wouldn't be surprised if it takes them out right now. These lows look like absolute hogwash. All right, y'all. Take care. I'm out. Adios, amigos.